Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Masonic Family Health Foundation's annual meeting on our title this year of Honoring the Women Who Support Freemasonry. I'm your host, Clifton Truman Daniel. Before we get started, can we please put up that QR code briefly? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. For donations, if you will just open your phone's camera and scan that code, that will allow you to donate. If you are like me and you can't get your phone out of your pocket fast enough or turn the camera on, you can go to the Masonic Family Health Foundation's website and click the donate button there. There's also an address, so if you want to be completely old-fashioned and send us a check, you can do that as well. All right, for the presentation of the colors, please welcome the Shrine Highlanders and the Knights of St. Andrew. And ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the invocation, please welcome Right Worshipful Brother John W. Evans, Grand Chaplain of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of the state of Illinois.
Please prepare yourself in the manner in which you are accustomed. Great Architect of the universe, as you have promised that where two or three are gathered together in your name to be present with them also, we would humbly invoke your blessing upon this gathering of your people. We live in a time and place where we see both in an abundance and want side by side. We have been truly blessed with your bounty, yet there will always be those among us who are in need. May you bless the work of the hands that are busy in providing brotherly love and relief to their fellows. May your spirit of wisdom preside over this gathering of gentlemen, ladies, and brothers, and direct our efforts that they may make a real difference in this world. In your own holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Brother Evans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Most Worshipful Brother Michael E. Jackson, Most Worshipful Grand Master of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of the state of Illinois.
Good morning. Meeting via Zoom means we miss the opportunity to meet in person and the great lunch that usually follows, but that is the present that we live in today. Today, we are honoring the women who support Freemasonry. Those women are many and an absolute necessity to our success. There are so many women in women's groups, including the youth groups, which are deserving of this honor, but I'm not going to try to list them all lest I neglect someone. I will simply say thank you to all the ladies that in any way support us in Freemasonry and leave the list to someone that follows. I will, however, mention two. The first is all the ladies that form the Grand Lodge office team. That includes the office ladies and the staff of the charities. Yes, they are employees, but they are so much more than that. They are a part of our Masonic family, and they all are dedicated to the support of the lodges and the betterment of our members and their families. So to all of them, I thank you for everything you do. The second is my wife, Joan. Like so many of us, I could not do this job without her love and support. When I contemplated applying to the Grand Lodge line, I first asked for her buy-in. It's a huge commitment for her, and I would not be here today without her agreement. Not only does she support me and Freemasonry, she does it with a smile and makes my travels enjoyable instead of a chore. I do not and cannot thank her enough. Thank you, dear. That's all I have for this. I wanted to turn it back over to Brother Clifton Truman Daniel, and I'll sit back and enjoy the meeting. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Grand Master. Now, please join me in welcoming, on behalf of Most Worshipful Brother Roland G. Simon, the Most Worshipful Grand Master of the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of the state of Illinois, Right Worshipful Brother Timothy R. Davis, Grand Treasurer and Grand Director of Charity in Action.
Before I get in trouble, that's just Grand Trustee, my brother. With that being said, I humbly present this message from our Grand Master, who's called away urgently on a personal matter. Good morning to the Most Worshipful Grand Master, Most Worshipful Brother Michael E. Jackson, all elected appointed Grand Lodge officers of both the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Illinois and Grand Lodge of Illinois, the Board of Directors of the Masonic Family Health Foundation, the leadership of Advocate Aurora Illinois Masonic Medical Center, all who can hear the sound of this message. Good morning. I have been in attendance at this event over many years. We've been doing this in partnership and understand the importance of the work that this foundation does. And I was ecstatic to hear that the ladies who support Masonry were going to be highlighted. And to that end, I myself had a mentor, sister, past worthy Grand Matron, Sister Jetta, who, as I attended my Masonic journey, as I moved along, was there to ever give me support, teach me the better nature that we all find in the ladies in our lives, and help me get over many humps in my Masonic career. Though she's went on to glory, she's always with me. And so to hear that we are supporting and understanding the work and support and understanding the work that they do as we do the great work before us. I was enlightened to hear that. I was really glad to hear that. That being said, I hope that you have a great meeting. I plan to be there with you, God willing, next year. And I will now hope to hear a good report from the brother who is now reading this missive. God bless you and be well. Samo to be. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Brother Davis. Can we just briefly put that QR code up again one more time? Thank you. Again, folks, use your phones, open the camera, scan that QR code for a quick way to donate. And again, if not, use the donate button on the Masonic Family Health Foundation website, or use the address and mail a check any way that you would like to do it. Your donations and your help and your support are most welcome, and we're grateful for that. And now it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Susan Nordstrom Lopez, the president of Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center, who is going to give us some history, a state of the hospital, as it were, and a look into the future. President Lopez.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. I'm so happy that you've taken time from today to spend with us. We are so very pleased to have such a long-standing partnership with the Masonic Family Health Foundation. I believe this is my 19th annual meeting as president, and it's one of my highlights of every year. Just to highlight, more than 20 years of partnership and achievement, almost $9 million in outright philanthropy supporting the greatest needs of the hospital, from the physical spaces to our patient programs, to the education of the next generation of providers. An incredible legacy of leadership and community that continues to deepen and grow. Masons have and continue to serve as members of our volunteer councils, including our governing council and President's Advisory Council, and are connected throughout our entire organization. Like many of you, I'm often asked about the relationship between Masons and healthcare. I love to show this picture. This is Pennsylvania Hospital, which predates the American Revolution and the Declaration of Independence by 20 years. It was founded in 1751 by Dr. Thomas Bond and Benjamin Franklin, who was a very active Freemason. It was the first major example of medicine and Masonry joining together to bring healthcare to our new country, the same legacy that we're continuing today. Next slide, please. And this is a series. In 1921, Illinois Masonic was born when the Masonic Hospital Association acquired Chicago Union Hospital. This is really today. It's the world's only hospital that retains Masonic in its name, and it has carried forth the Masonic legacy for almost a century. We're on the same site where the Masonic Lodges of Illinois purchased Chicago Union Hospital. Never has Masonic support of this hospital wavered from the mission of being dedicated to the service of mankind. Although our official name is Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center, we are lovingly known on the north side of Chicago as Masonic, just as Masonic. You'll see this familiar symbol in many places around our campus. What you can't see is all the lives that have been touched by what goes on inside the buildings resting on these cornerstones. Let me just tell you a few recent accomplishments. The Masonic Family Foundation has given us over $650,000 in 2021 in philanthropic giving, supporting areas such as the President's Priority Fund, our Pediatric Development Center, Helping Hands, our dental build out, our emergency department and HIV screening project, nursing education, the Mungerson Lecture, our medical library, and our HIV/AIDS program. Thank you so very much. Our next slide is a short video just sharing about Advocate Illinois Masonic and Advocate Aurora Health.
Here, the work you do is not just a job. Here, you are providers of compassion, support, hope, and healing for patients, their families, our communities, and each other. Every one of you is essential to our purpose. Each of you making an impact, the front and center, the behind the scenes, coming together to help people live well, every day and every night. And while we've always been proud of our team, we are especially grateful for all you've done during these challenging times.
One, two, three, four.
2021 was quite a year, wasn't it? Thank you for your commitment, for your courage, for your strength, and for your perseverance. Because of you, we are helping people live well.
It was quite a year. Located on Chicago's north side, Illinois Masonic is one of the state's largest, most comprehensive nonprofit teaching hospitals, nationally recognized, as you could see in this video, offering a wide range of medical specialties with culturally affirming and compassionate care. This is just a short listing on our next slide of all the services that we're known for. We do almost everything except burns and transplants. We are a relatively new comprehensive stroke center. We have a brain and spine institute. Digestive health is one of our lead departments. Of course, cardiac care, high quality emergency, our Criticos Cancer Center, which has been with us for decades, women's imaging, outpatient rehab and sports health, bariatric surgery, which is one of our newer programs. You've been devoted for so many years to our special patient dental care program and mobile dental van, pediatric development, and behavioral health programs. You can find almost everything at Illinois Masonic. Our next slide really shows all of our awards, and I won't detail them, but we're well known for our nursing magnet, of course, our devotion to our LGBTQ community, our NISQIP, which recognizes top flight surgery at Illinois Masonic, and as you saw earlier, our notation by Newsweek and US News and World Reports as being one of the best hospitals in the nation. We had quite a year in opening new buildings. In our next slide, we opened our Wellington outpatient building that houses our pediatric development center, our outpatient behavioral health program, and as we raise $500,000 additional dollars, we'll be able to put dentistry on the first floor of our new building, which we're very excited about. The next slide shows the interior of our pediatric development center, which our patients and families have so welcomed this environment. Our next slide shows our behavioral health program, which again, for our patients and their families, it's been a godsend. The next slide shows our new rehabilitation and sports medicine program, which is on the first floor. We have a parking garage on the top floor. It's 15,000 square feet with attached parking to make it very convenient for patients requiring physical therapy. The next slide shows the interior. It's been quite popular in our neighborhood. Many people walking by put their faces up to the windows. They really want to see what's going on in there. And our volumes in physical therapy and other therapies have truly increased just because of this outstanding facility. But our big news is the next page. The Advocate Aurora Board approved our expansion of our Center for Advanced Care. We'll be extending the building to the west, almost to the L tracks, and we'll be building 5 stories on top. We go for our certificate of need hearing, which is a requirement in the state of Illinois, on June 7th, and we hope to break ground shortly thereafter. This will privatize all of our inpatient rooms, finally. We'll improve quality, safety, and our patient experience. We're increasing the square foot of all inpatient rooms. We're vitalizing women's health and our healthcare platform. 1 floor will be entirely mother, baby, and neonatal intensive care. 2 floors will be entirely medical surgical beds, and another floor will be combining our medical intensive care and our surgical intensive care. We're really modernizing our campus. And Advocate Illinois Masonic will be the destination hospital on the north side of Chicago. And this will build the hospital truly of the future for us. The next slide shows actually the north side of the building. As you know, Illinois Masonic is nestled right into the community. And rather than the glass and steel on the Berry side of the building, we wanted it to resemble a little bit more the brownstone feel of the neighborhood. Our neighbors have been highly supportive. Even though it's a big building and might cast some shadows, they've been super supportive of our expansion. The next slide, just to give you a little indication. On the left shows a current double patient room, not too roomy, with patients sharing a bathroom. On the right is the new patient room with wonderful space for families and visitors, a private bathroom, and much more space to navigate. The next slide shows the neonatal intensive care unit. The current state on the left, there's about 15 to 16 isolettes in that space. And oftentimes when you're trying to take equipment down the middle of that room, all the isolettes have to be turned sideways. On the right is the future state of a NICU room, a private area for families and their babies that are in the neonatal intensive care unit. So we have a really, really bright future. After the new building is built, the next slide really shows we're going to be tearing down some buildings. Some historical buildings, actually, buildings 4, 5, and 6. Building 6 is our 1908 building. It's time to retire that building. Buildings 4 and 5 come from the 40s and the 50s. We'll be very happy to tear those down and create some green space and possibly a new receiving and dock area. So this will be all very exciting. The new building should be complete around 2025, maybe the beginning of 2026. And the additional buildings 4, 5, and 6 will be torn down, and that will be completed by 2030. So we have a long time frame here, but time is fast these days. It will be here before we know it. I just want to end on really the next slide. This is our mobile dental van, which the Masonic Family Health Foundation and the Grottos and others have been dedicated to getting dentistry out in our community. And this year we were able to buy a new van and take our old van, refurbish it, and operate it on the south side of the city of Chicago. So thank you all so very much. It's just an honor to be included today.
Thank you, President Lopez, for that wonderful presentation. And congratulations to you and your staff for that video. Not only was that fantastically informative and well done, but I think it got everybody's feet moving this morning.
Good
Wonderful.
music.
It was great music. And now for our feature presentation, if you will, honoring the women who support Freemasonry. This video presentation features Mrs. Leslie Crow, who is past worthy matron of the Order of the Eastern Star, mother advisor of Friendship Assembly number 100, International Order of Rainbow Girls, and past Grand Treasurer, Order of the Rainbow Girls, and Nina Hernandez, Grand Worthy Associate Advisor in Illinois Rainbow.
Hello, I'm Nina Hernandez, Grand Worthy Associate Advisor of Illinois Rainbow Girls. I am a past worthy advisor of Friendship number 100. I am a past chapter sweetheart of Bloomingdale chapter, Illinois DeMolay, and I am in the Order of the Eastern Star, Arlington Heights chapter.
Hi, I'm Leslie Crow. I'm the Mother Advisor of Friendship Assembly number 100, International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, and also a past Grand Officer of the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, and past worthy matron of Arlington Heights chapter, Order of the Eastern Star. As a child, I was the daughter of a Mason, and then as I joined the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, which is sponsored by the Masons, that truly had a large effect on my life because it gave me an outlet of where I could be myself and I could do what I wanted to do.
Freemasonry has been a huge pillar in my life. My father is a Master Mason and he joined the fraternity when I was maybe about 5 years old. So I'm currently 19. It has been in every aspect of my life. Every single day I think about Freemasonry.
People will come up and say, well, how can you be part of Masons because it is a male organization? And then I will explain, but there's also Eastern Star and other organizations that the women can join and still be a part of the fraternity, the the family.
It's not just a one and done, you can only join one organization. I started at 11 into the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, and then I also joined the Delta Sigma sorority, which is part of DMLA. I'm a past chapter sweetheart of Bloomingdale chapter, shout out. And I also was able to join Eastern Star when I turned 18. And being in Rainbow and starting off as a young girl has led me to multiple opportunities and being in different organizations and getting to meet so many different people.
So Nina, tell me, how do you think that you have impacted Freemasonry?
I think that the most important thing that I do is being there for the girls. I think it is my goal to let girls know about all of the different opportunities that they have within the youth group and what they can do for the Masons, to let the Freemasons be aware of the youth groups and let the youth groups be aware of how we can participate and be involved with the Freemasons.
And do you think you will continue your career in the Masonic fraternity?
My future career that I hope to pursue is being a psychologist, and I feel like letting my future patients know about these youth groups can help grow the fraternity. I do want to continue to promote Masonry.
A little story about Nina. She was that little shy little 10-year-old when I met her when she was like 8. Shy little girl, and look at her today. She's going to be the head of the state for the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, and has been a big influence and a big part on a lot of people's lives, both in Rainbow and both in Masons.
And I know that you do this all the time, but you're really beneficial in helping to support the girls by getting them involved with the lodges in our area. How do you think that has helped not only the girls, but also the Freemasons that you interact with and help us interact with?
So the reason why I do that is because I want the Masonic fraternities know that there is a groups out there for their family members, the Rainbow Girls, DMLA, and Job's Daughters, that they can make this a family group and that they can bring their children to the fraternity also.
And my favorite thing about you is that you are an incredible advisor to us. I know I was going through a really hard time when I was the local president for our youth group, and you were always there for me, asking me how I was doing, and you really helped me to become who I am. You're always you're always there to encourage me to be better and to work on my ritual and to take these opportunities to go to our leadership camp that we have once a year. You've helped us to have financial opportunities to go to these events that require needing lodging, needing food, getting to travel around the state. And you have seriously been a huge help to us. And I'm very thankful for you, and I'm so happy that you get to be my mother advisor, and you get to continue to be that for other girls, not just myself.
Thank you. And that's why I do this. This is something that is from the heart. The other thing that I enjoy also is giving the girls the opportunity to meet with the different lodges and the different Eastern Star chapters, because some people in different assemblies, they may not have that strong father figure or that strong mother figure, and this gives the girls an opportunity to see what it's like to have a family. I think that's something too that you don't find in other organizations, but we find it here.
Thank you, Leslie and Nina, and to the folks who produced that wonderful video, and to all of the women who support Freemasonry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Right Worshipful Brother Elliot A. Velez, the chairman of the Masonic Relations Committee, who will introduce the Masonic Assistance Program.
Hello out there. Thank you. Brother Clifton, thank you for the introduction. For 21 years, the Masonic Family Health Foundation has stayed true to its legacy of providing valuable healthcare services to Illinois Masons. The foundation's Masonic Relations Committee has partnered with Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center here in Chicago to administer the Masonic Assistance Program. And many of you know the program as the MAP program. This program was developed and designed to provide medical and dental assistance to any Illinois Master Mason in good standing, to their spouses, their children, and our widows, provided that they qualify and are accepted into the program and towards receiving medical and dental services. To participate in the program, all medical and dental services must first be approved and only performed at Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center and only by their medical professionals. All program applicant requests to receive this assistance are individually reviewed by our MET program manager under strict HIPAA compliance. So it's not like everyone's going to know about it. It is strict HIPAA compliance. We are proud of the positive impact that the MET program continues to provide in the lives of our many recipients. Now let's view some of these actual patient testimonials. Masonic Assistance Program is there to assist Master Masons in the state of Illinois, to assist them with their medical needs, their dental needs, and their family as well. It provides them an additional source of financing to assist them in paying off some of these medical expenses.
Before I got diagnosed with cancer, I felt invincible. You know, I felt like nothing was gonna take me down. I was ready for, you know, anything at that point. Yeah.
I was always a strong person, so I never even think it can happen with me, you know.
My health prior to needing care was, I thought was pretty good. Sometimes things sneak up on you though, when you least expect it.
I think a lot of people think nothing can happen because I'm young, I'm strong, but one day you have something.
I had this health insurance, but not dental insurance, you know. That's why I thought I don't need any assistance. But going to some dentist, it's too expensive without the dental insurance, you know.
I'll never forget, it was the day after Mother's Day of 2015. As I was in the gym, some of the guys, they looked at me and said, "Oh, you got that lump on your neck." I said, "What?" You know, you better get that checked out.
One day I started feeling some pain in my stomach area.
I started getting alopecia, which is circular bald spots.
I came to see the doctor, and doctor said I have hernia. Not just one hernia, I have double hernia.
I'd go to my doctor and get checked up, and she said, "Yeah, it's usually stress." It was funny when they asked me, "Well, you know, what's stressing you out?" And I said, "Right now, the most stressful thing in my life is that my hair's falling out."
I've been experiencing a lot of pain from my tooth, you know.
They said, "Well, the doctor will be in a minute." So I waited, and this doctor walks in and looks at me and says, "I may not look like it, but I know what I'm talking about. That's cancer." So I just kind of looked at her and, "What?"
She said, "We just need to run a bunch of blood work," basically. And she knew I was paying out of pocket, and everything running in my head was sort of doing the math on how do I scrounge up the money to pay for all the tests.
I cannot afford the payments, you know, because my insurance does not cover it.
In the parking lot, practically in tears, I end up calling one of my brothers from Lodge. And I said, "Hey, Scott," I said, what am I going to do? This woman's telling me I have cancer just by looking at me. I don't know where to go. And he said, "Go to Advocate Illinois Masonic." I said, "All right."
One day I saw some article about a new Masonic assistant program.
It was strange to ask for help. I didn't want to, but one of the guys pulled me aside and said, "Hey, you should look into the IMAP program."
They explained that they're ready to help. I decided to try. I applied and they approved me.
I had my my surgery Monday morning. So as I kind of faded out, my mind went all over the place, and I really focused on my daughter. She was really young at the time, so it was tough for me.
I make an appointment and they check me out and they said, okay, yeah, everything's good. You're not sick with anything serious.
I remember I was at home pacing back and forth, and I got the phone call, and it was the surgeon. He said, you have Hodgkin's lymphoma. Getting a cancer diagnosis when you're uninsured, basically, your whole world stops.
Brothers were there for me and they helped me, and I'm so grateful for that help. I couldn't make it without them.
I never thought I would need assistance from this program or any program like this because I felt great. So I didn't think I was going to ever be at a point where everything would crash down on me like that.
After the treatments that I received in here, I was happy because all my problems with my dental are solved and I can eat and have no more pain.
This could have been much worse. This could have been final for me if this program didn't exist and couldn't help me.
I hadn't donated to the Masonic Assistance Program before I started having medical problems, but now that I've received assistance, I owe you guys. So I need to start contributing to pay it back.
If you need help, apply. Stay healthy.
I highly recommend all brethren and lodges to support the Masonic Assistant Program because it is very helpful to all Master Masons and their families.
At Lodge, I'd stand up and let everyone know how it helped me, how the MAP program helped me.
Just take the first step, and you'll be good.
This is why we have
the Masonic Assistance Program.
It's there to help us
in our time of need.
Every dollar helps to assist the Master Mason in their time of need. Please help our cause today. Thank you. I understand that we are men, we are Masons, and sometimes we're humbled and uncomfortable in asking for assistance, but this program is there for you. The legacy of the Masonic Family Health Foundation in taking care of our Masonic family members here in Illinois will continue with your support of our mission in assisting our worthy and distressed brother Master Masons, their spouses, children, and our widows. This program is here for you. It's here for us, anyone in the state of Illinois in good standing. You can learn more about the MAP program at the Masonic Family Health Foundation.org website. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I thank you. Good day.
Thank you, Brother Elliot. And thanks to you, and thanks to the folks who produced that wonderful video. Well done. Before we have the benediction, can we put up that QR code one more time? I will just remind everybody that you can donate through the Masonic Family Health Foundation.org website. Either click on the donation button or use the address to send us a check. Anything that you can give is greatly appreciated, as you can tell by these presentations and these videos. And now to provide the benediction, please welcome Worshipful Brother Sean Thompson, Grand Chaplain of the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Illinois.
I invite you to pray with me in your own traditions as I pray in mine. Many names to many people, we now come to you and we thank you for the women that have supported Masonry. We thank you for the Masonic Family Health Foundation and all the work that they have provided and helped for the fraternity. We thank you for the Advocate Aurora team that has partnered with us to provide a space of healing to all who need help. And so now, God, as we come to you, we ask that you would dismiss us from this grand occasion, but never from your presence. We ask that you would continue to walk by our sides, both now and forevermore, and give us peace. We ask this in your holy name.
So mote it be. Thank you, Brother Thompson, for the benediction. And I will just say thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for your help, for your donations, for your attention. Everything that you do is appreciated. And I will just say to end this, be safe, be well, enjoy this beautiful afternoon, because tomorrow it'll probably snow again. Thank you all very much.